What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 2 of the series where I am remixing the League of Legends champs from A to Z, making an electronic music track that fits the character. And in this episode, we're going to be doing Ahri. And Ahri is a mage with these super sparkly abilities. But unlike a regular mage, she can also dash around super fast. So I was thinking this time, let's make a super high tempo techno song with kind of some sparkly sounds and stuff like that. And yeah, let's see what we can do.
What a rush!
So I think I want to start by making some of those sparkly sound effects like I talked about. And I'm actually going to load up Ahri in Practice Tool to just record some of her sound effects and use some of those as well. So I want to use a little bit of Ableton here actually to experiment with some sound design. And then we'll go back to FL for writing most of the song, but there's a couple of Ableton plugins that are really good for different kinds of melodic effects. So we'll just mess around with these. So starting off with the Spectral Resonator, this is a pretty crazy plugin. I really like putting it on this granular mode. I really like this sound right here, but there's this extra kind of air in it. I don't know what this is. I did turn my atmosphere off when I was recording out of my game client. So we can take this in FL, open in Edison, and you can take a small portion of your audio like this. You can click this wrench and do Acquired Noise Profile. Then you can select everything, click the wrench again, and do cleanup denoise. That's pretty good. So I got a question. Why is it that I could take my sample, I can drag it directly out of here into Ableton, and it works like this? Boom, it's in there. But then I try and do the same thing vice versa, and look what I get. I get this weird tiny little audio clip, man. What am I supposed to do with this, huh? What the hell is this? It should work both ways. Man, I can't remember the last time I got a crash in FL. As soon as I start using Ableton here, I get a crash. All right, we're back in the Holy Land here. By the way, you can hit Shift M and it'll turn on and off stretching for when you're stretching an audio clip. Super helpful. I low-key want to use this to start the track. What if I just drown this in reverb? I think that is quite nice. Let's go ahead and render that into Edison. Recording these videos has made me realize how much I just produce with my mouth hanging open like a complete doofus. So I'm trying not to do that so much. Let's find out about what pitch that is if we can. Okay, so TuneBat says that our main sort of pad here is F minor, so that's what we're going to do for the track. Okay, I think this is the most promising one shot here. So let's try and find a kick that works with this. Take our sub.
What a rush!
This is yeah, I want to use this as the pre-drop, I think. Or just the drop voice line.
Let's run!
Okay, but then we do a layer that's some kind of acidy. I don't even, how do you even make, I know this wavetable's, oh wait, no, this one's kind of.
Rush!
All right, this is sounding cool.
It's the next day, and I was thinking when I went to bed last night that I don't typically listen to this type of music, and so I don't really know exactly what other elements I should add or how this should really be arranged. But luckily I've got a buddy who makes this type of music, so I'm gonna give him a call and see if he can't help us out. Yo,
Yo, what's up? Did you do the techno one this time?
I did, dude. Yeah, I ended up going 160 BPM techno, so like super fast.
Whoa.
Yeah. So yeah, let me know what you think.
What a rush!
So yeah, that's pretty much the loop right now.
Sounds pretty cool so far. I feel like one thing off the bat is with that acidity one, I feel like I want it to go more like, those are like, what, eighths? I feel like I would want them to be 16ths. Yeah.
Yo, dude, that's actually that's so sick.
Yeah, I really love when you're doing, because you're doing like the offbeat bass, having a really kind of squelchy 16th thing sounds so good, because then it really like gallops in and out.
Speaking of the offbeat bass,
I would push it all the way to the halfway almost, I think, because then it's going to be like kick bass, kick bass, do, 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 do.
like if I play it with the drum here.
Yeah, play with the kick.
Okay, hell yeah. Actually, I like that quite a bit.
I feel like it plays better to how you have those mid lead elements.
So I'm curious, like, first of all, if you have any ideas for like other sounds I should try, or like what kind of what this type of arrangement would look like. How many bars should the drop be? Like that type of thing.
Okay, let's go one at a time. I think for sounds, I think you probably have enough. Maybe you want like some sort of a pad thing to fill for a breakdown. And then I think one thing I was noticing is I think the drums sound selection needs a little bit of work. Like I feel like I want the clap to be a little heavier, and the hi-hat to be a little different. And then like arrangement, I feel like with like these kind of types of tracks, it's all about building the tension and building the need for more drums. Piece by piece, just add a new piece of the drum. Like just start with the kick, and then you add in a clap, and then you add everything at once.
And then I have a few more sounds that I just took from recording her. It's like the...
I love that purple one.
This one?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good one. What I like to do a lot is maybe double it, like stretch it out 2 times, and then reverse it, and then use it as like a kind of like a riser to go in between sections, but it's like a nice little melodic riser, which is really fun.
Sorry.
And then I would consolidate it, and then I would put it in beats and like tweak it out a bit more.
Okay.
Maybe put it, I think what I would do if I was doing this, I would put it into 16ths.
Oh, okay.
And then I would do the button to the left of the 16th. Or sorry, below.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then the top one. If you turn down that value that's like 100, it'll like chop the end of the transients off. So you could go from like stutter to the full thing.
Dude, that's crazy. Wow.
Some no drought sauce for you.
Yeah, that's so sick, dude. Ooh, wow, okay. Hell yeah, dude, that's the sauce right there. All right, let's do like a little bit of just drafting the arrangement.
Yeah, I'm honestly like super invested now. I could just...
Okay. Hell yeah. All right, sounds good.
So I think you can go 2 routes. You can go like start adding drum stuff, or come in with those acidy things with just kick, bass, and then add the acid stuff. Would be cool. I guess you can try both and see which one hits harder.
Okay.
Who's that little guy?
I don't know. What if these kicks go away? Like I come hi-hat and snare, and then I go no kicks, and then into something with the acid.
Yeah.
Let's try that.
What a rush.
Hell yeah.
Let's run.
I actually did have one more idea for a sound. I wanted to try making one of those like lasers, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I think I could just go like this. Nice. And then try this. I was thinking about doing something like that. Hell yeah. Okay. I'll just have to do some drafting to figure out what to do for last 16, but overall, like this sounds pretty sick.
Yeah, should we take a listen from the top?
Yeah, sure. Hell yeah. Let's do it.
Let's run.
That was a blast.
Yeah. Thank you so much for fucking coming in here and helping me with this, and I guess coming on the show too, dude. So appreciate you, bro.
Thanks for having me. It's been a great way to spend my Sunday raw hours instead of rotting super hard.
Yeah.
Always good.
You wanna plug anything?
Yeah, sure. Follow me on Instagram, nodrout_. Listen to my music on SoundCloud, No Drought, and I have one single song on Spotify, No Drought. Apple Music, it's on everywhere, and new EP is coming out at some point as soon as I turn it into distributors. Deja Vu, coming soon.
Nice. Well, thanks again, bro.
Perfect. All right. Bet.
Take care, bro. Peace.
All right, so that was pretty much the process for making this track. In total, I spent a little over 4.5 hours on making this tune. Overall, it went pretty well. This was definitely outside of my comfort zone, so I was really excited to work on it, and I'm definitely proud of what came out. Huge shout out to No Drought for helping me with the track. And now enjoy this montage of me playing Ahri. I've never played Ahri before, so getting all these clips took me about as long as making the track. At first, I kind of hated playing her, but she's honestly super fun, so enjoy the track.
Quick as a fox. What a rush. Don't bother running. I'm faster. I'm not looking for permission to dance. 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 Permission to dance. 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 I'm not looking for permission to dance. Don't worry, we'll be back soon enough.
Thank you so much for watching. Shout out No Whatever for killing it once again with the montage editing. And thank you again to No Drought for helping me with the track. If you want to see me remix more League of Legends champions, I'm going to keep going A through Z. So drop a subscribe if you want to see that. And if you liked what you heard, consider checking out my music. I upload on Spotify, SoundCloud, all platforms as Gnarlie. Thank you again and have a great day.